Oh my god.
I don't know who is talking
We
in
found a
the
minute.
game. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so I think this is the trouble you're having. Okay, find this ship. It says it's unknown at Olisar. I hit retrieve. Takes quite a while. Says it's being delivered. And then it's not there. Okay, one thing let's take a look at is I'm not sure which ship you got at this point. Down here, there should also be an MISC Freelancer. They're getting everybody this ship right now temporarily because it fixes a
You're not
problem.
finding something?
See if you can bring it up.
Hi there. No, you don't have to. This is
Okay,
it's your first day, that's all.
so that ship's there. B1 can come out here. By the way, if you scroll up with your mouse wheel, you can change the speed at which you walk. And even if you, after you max that out, if you hold left shift, it lets you run. A couple ways to get into this ship. Hold F. Oh gosh, that glare. Find enter ship. This ladder will pop out. Automatically climb up. If you come back to the back of the ship, there's a turret up there. This door, hold F to get your little prompt. It'll open, hold F, close. You could have come in the back, just like that. Oops. Come on, door, open up. Okay. Front left, just like a real car. Driver's seat, hold F, click it, enter pilot seat. Usually takes a couple of seconds for it to like realize you're in the seat. Then you hit R, turns everything on. You can hold F and look around. Power off, engine on, engine off, spool quantum drive, open exterior, press to unlock. It's usually best to keep your ship locked, otherwise people can steal it. Okay, so since we're all on, if we did go power off, now got slightly different menus when you hold F. Flight ready, same as pressing R, turns everything on. You can see your shields are starting to power up just off, right about there. There we go. This over here gives priority, whether it's to engines, shields, or weapons. Anyway, let's take off now that we're on. You hold space and you take off. Oh, looks like there's a bad guy out there. Edwardson in a Pisces. Don't really want to take him out right now. Up here, you can see that our shields are charging right now. Okay, so if you hit B, well, first let's tap N to raise our landing gear. F4 gives us an out of ship view there. So you can see N will lower or raise your landing gear. If you hold Z, move your mouse around, kind of moves your view around. Your arrow keys, if you hold F4 and use arrow keys, you can do some zoom in and out and up and down, as opposed to the hold Z, which gives you rotation. F4 to bring you back to a first-person view. Okay, just off to the shadow side of the Jupiter-looking planet there, there's a little moon called Cellin. That's one place we could go. Over. Okay, this space station here is Port Olisar. I'm gonna fly out just a little bit so we can get a better look at it. By the way, I think W is the keyboard command, but I use a flight stick. Okay, so there's Port Olisar. Let's get kind of above it. Okay, so over here you can see, I call this the engine end. I don't suppose that's really engines. Then over here is the solar panel end. At least that's what I call it. Anyway, off of the solar panel end, you can see a moon out there. That's called Yela. So you tap B, that'll spool up your quantum drive. You can see the top little percentage is the spooling. Off to the left, about the 10 o'clock position, is calibration. Once both of those are complete and ready, you hold B, and that'll bring you into quantum travel. This moon Yela has a little asteroid ring around it. Another thing you can do if you want to quantum travel somewhere is hit F2. It'll bring up, double click the right mouse button. There we go. That's the whole solar system. Okay, you need to hit clear route, hit the little locator thing. That brings you a really tight zoom in on where you're at, but now you don't see any solar system map. So if you scroll back on your mouse wheel, okay, this shows us, okay, as I'm pointing at Yela, the other end of that dotted line out here, that's where we are. We want to go to Grim Hex over here. So we left click Grim Hex. Still got a dotted line, so now we have to hit set route. Now we got a solid line. Okay, we've got a route set to Grim Hex. The moon isn't in our way. Sometimes it's Grim Hex is out here because it orbits. But right now, that's where it is. So we got a straight shot at it. We'll hit F2 to close our mobi-glass. Now somewhere, yeah, now you can see it, up here, there's this little marker. And as I move the ship around, that marker's going to point towards Grim Hex. Okay, that little home plate looking icon is our destination. In this case, it's a home plate. Sometimes it's a circle or a diamond, depending on if you're going to a moon, planet, or just some other marker out in space. Okay, I tapped B, it's starting to spool up. Okay, we're complete and ready. We hold B, go into quantum drive. Just a short couple 100-kilometer hop. Okay, You see how it disappeared? Sometimes that, well, pretty much always happens. If you got a good fix on where it is in your mind, that's fine. If not, tap B. It should come up again like that. 14 kilometers away, 14 and a half. Problem is now is we can't see how fast we're going. If we nose away a little bit, now we can see how much we're going. But now we get pointed at it again, our speed indicator's gone. We know where it is, so I'm going to tap B, make it go away. Now I can have my speed indicator there, 170 something, 190, 180, 174 meters per second. Okay. We call that a green Dorito. Sometimes green triangle indicates a, I'm going to say a non-hostile craft. That may not be always true, but at least that pilot does not have a crime stat. Okay, see this little line going up and down by the speed indicator? That's my speed limiter. So I put it here, 185. I can't go faster than 185. If I bring it down, see my speed's coming down. I don't want to fly too fast in these asteroids. Those green Doritos, green triangles, are probably at the landing zone. Those are just other ships. Let's well, hang on now. I'm going to turn on my headlights with T key. Okay, this is, what is this? Can't see it too well. Okay, I think this is going to be like, I know what that is. That's kind of the secret way in. Can't land there, you just have to leave your ship floating. You can go out of vehicle and sneak in through these twisty tunnels. Okay, one of those ships is red now. Apparently he's showing up as a hostile now. Okay, there goes that friendly guy and freelancer like ours. That guy's got a, is that a Hornet or a Super Hornet? Okay. Come to a stop here. Can get here using F1 or F11, but F11 is more direct. Hit F1, you'd have to choose Comlink over here, but F11 is directly Comlink. Contacts, Green Imperial Landing Services. That should give us a, what do you mean? It's not giving me a landing spot. Try that again. Okay, landing pad assigned. Okay, you can see I'm kind of nosing in. It's not really the best way to do this necessarily, but we'll get a little closer. I'm going to put down my landing gear with N and see how I'm kind of within this indicated box. It's not really there, but from our cockpit we can see it. If you hold N, it'll automatically land you. I'm completely hands off the controls right now as it lands me. If I had been, there we are, landing complete. Okay, I like to get in the habit of always turning off my engines with the I key when I land. Sometimes your ship will drift off without you if you don't. Okay, we've landed here. Once again, close your door as soon as you can, or somebody might steal your ship. Find the airlock. Up these stairs. Oh, by the way, you see this little cursor off to the right hand side, circle with an arrow? That points to the most recent ship you've been on. Sometimes even the most recent 2 ships. Like if your ship is out there, then you get on somebody else's ship, you should have one of those little cursors for each one. Okay, so now that opened for us. If it hadn't, you just approach the door and then hold F and a little open door should pop up. Okay, so here's the ship spawning terminals here. So let's come in and find that dragonfly. Yep, unknown at Port Olisar. Okay, now it's giving me this little claim icon. I click that, file a claim. It'll take 2 minutes for that particular ship to become insurance claimed, and then I can spawn it from whichever location. If I wanted to, I could pay a few extra, I like to call them Spaceos, a few extra Alpha UEC to get it spawned more quickly. At this point, we could just go back out to our Freelancer, fly back to Olisar if we wanted. And click call elevator, explore this little station a little bit better. We're at the landing pad level. Let's go to main concourse. I do gotta get home really soon. I just wanted to show you around a little bit in case you were to sign out here or something and wake up. Wouldn't want you to be entirely lost. Is it? Yeah. Right about here, and a couple of these other doors also are the habs where you would wake up. You'd be somewhere on this second level. So there's those elevators. This door, straight across from the elevators, is where you could come in and buy various types of ship parts.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
These other ones are habs. Down here, the top of these stairs on both this side and the other side over there takes you into this back alley area where you can buy different types of armor, guns. I'd suggest loading up on at least a medical pen or 2 as soon as you can. Error has occurred. Insufficient stock. Somebody's bought them out. They'll replenish after a while. So you can buy things one at a time that way. You can buy some ammo here if you wanted. What is this? P4 AR rifle. I don't have one of those, so I won't get that kind. can also come to these screens here. Oh, by the way, to use it, I of course held F and clicked use. So here, F12 gets rid of that little chat box. You can get different types of undersuits, different weapons, guns, missile launchers, attachments including ammo, force head guns, armor, helmets, leg armor, a lot of them will frequently come in different colors. Calico Core, Calico Core Tactical, Citadel Core Black, just different types. Utility items, that's where we had our med pens and oxy pens. See the med pens that doesn't show a price because they're out of stock. Anyway, just some help you get started information. I guess that will be it for me. I'm just going to log out here. And what's going to happen, the reason you're having that error, is if you log out while your ship is on the pad. See, my Freelancer is on the pad. Next time I log in, I'm not going to be able to use that ship until I go, for example, back to Olisar and put an insurance claim on it from Olisar. I don't know why it's having this bug. It's kind of a new thing, and hopefully they'll have it fixed soon. Anyway, keep in touch, and we'll get you used to it in no time.